Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Lorena here. I am a 5th year kindergarten bilingual teacher here in the state of New Jersey. For the title of today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that I'm doing to kind of get ready for this new school year. My school district doesn't start school until September 9th, so I do have time to kind of get things ready. But what I don't want to do is wait until the last minute to kind of get the ball rolling on things. So what I'm going to do today is get started on some of the things, some of these projects that I have saved on my Instagram, saved on my Pinterest board. So I'm just going to make a list of all the things that I want to do and kind of start, checking things off of that list, because I don't want to be overwhelmed when September 9th rolls around and I'm going to be like a mad woman, because I'm certain that things are going to just keep changing, keep evolving. So I want to at least, whatever I have control over, I want to get that done. So hopefully this will give you some ideas as far as what you can do to kind of get things ready. Even though there is a lot of uncertainty, there are certain things that we can already get ready. So we're going to go ahead and do some of those things together. I'm going to start off with the easier tasks and then move on to the ones that require a little bit more work, just because I kind of want to feel accomplished every time I check something off. So I'm going to start off with the easier things and then move on to the more time-consuming things. So here we go.
It's a syndicate at night, blasting playpen in the daytime. Goosebumps rise at 9 and settle back down at sunrise. Cut the cord at noon and say you'll be back soon. Tut-tut, no worries, please get back early. Head out with champagne and dresses and let's get girly. Tut-tut, no worries, please get back early. Head out with champagne and dresses and let's get girly. It's a
guys some of the things that I ordered from Scholastic for this new school year. This is like the best package ever. I am obsessed with opening this box whenever it comes into my classroom. But this year I ordered some books over the summer, that way I can have it in time for September, since I wasn't sure whether or not I would be teaching from my classroom or from home, and I didn't know whether or not I'd have access to my classroom. So I wanted to have some books ready just in case I was teaching from home and couldn't get into my classroom. So I haven't opened this box and I'm super excited to do so. So let's see what, I kind of forgot what I ordered. So let's see what's in here. If you are a teacher, the Scholastic Book Club is great. I think that they have a good selection of books and they are very reasonably priced, reasonably priced. And if you get parents to order, you collect points and you can use those points to order books. Luckily, I had some points left over from last year, so most of these books were free. I'm excited to show them. I did order some books in Spanish. Scholastic has Club Leo, which is a special collection, and they offer books in Spanish, which is awesome because, as you guys know, I'm a bilingual teacher, so reading to kids in their first language, I definitely think that helps build a sense of community, and it makes the reading more enjoyable for them. So for the first few days of school, I definitely try to focus on reading books in Spanish to them. So the first book that I got is El Primer Día de Papá. It looks super cute, honestly. And this is in Spanish. I'm excited for this one. I also got Where Are You From? I thought this was a great multicultural book, and it also incorporates like the Hispanic culture in the sense that they refer to the abuelo, which is the grandfather. So cute. I also got this one because we know that kids love Baby Shark. So this one was great because it comes in both languages, in English and Spanish. So wash your fins, Baby Shark, doo-doo-doo-doo. So I think this is gonna be a fun book to kind of use once you're back in the classroom, or even virtually, kind of get the kids in the spirit of washing their hands all the time. I got this book, Take Your Pet to School Day, which is in English. The King of Kindergarten. I've been seeing a lot of teachers rave about this book, so I'm excited to read it myself and read it with my kiddos. I got this one, Belly Breathe, which is a great meditation. There is also a great song on YouTube from Sesame Street called Belly Breathe, and I used to do this with my kiddos, and it's fun because it kind of gives them the physical gesture that they can do to relax their bodies and calm down. I also got this one, El Libro de la Escuela. And my papi has a motorcycle. I thought these were great to kind of incorporate the whole multicultural thing in the classroom. And also, while they do have a good selection of books in Spanish, not all of the books are available in Spanish. But I had and I also got this one, Pete the Cat, Five Little Pumpkins, because who does not love Pete the Cat? So going back to what I was saying, I of course would have loved to have most of these books all in Spanish, but I couldn't. So a cool trick that one of the world language teachers at my school taught me in my first year was, if you have a book in English that you want the text to be in Spanish, what you can do is translate the text yourself, print out the text, and then you can glue it on top of the current text, or what you can do is make it kind of like a little flap where you tape it up top. And I thought this was great. So I'm definitely gonna be working on doing that with some of these books, especially books that kind of incorporate the Spanish language already. So for example, this one, The King of Kindergarten, since I wanna read on the first few days, I definitely want to translate this bad boy, and yeah, I think it'll be great. Okay, so the first thing that you guys saw me laminating were these visual cue cards. Now, these were awesome, and the reason why is if you are a Google Classroom, not a Google Classroom, if your district uses Google as its remote learning platform, that's great because these match with Google Meet. So a lot of the ones that I was finding had the images from Zoom, which is great, but it doesn't match what the students are gonna be seeing on the screen. Another thing is that, as you can tell, it has kind of like the screen there, which is great. You can tell them exactly what, So as you can see here, it looks just like the Google Meet screen, which is great. Now, when you're printing them, it doesn't lend itself to be printed double-sided where you can just attach one, which works out anyways because of the way that you're going to be attaching it to the popsicle stick. So what I did was I printed it out regularly, cut it out, and then I just hot glued one on each side, and I matched them up. This way I don't have 1,000 sticks. I'm kind of limited and I can just, flip it around. So these were great. It is also available in Spanish if you are interested in that, and I'm gonna link that below as well. The other thing that I printed were these virtual learning kind of signs that I can, you know, put outside of the little command hook. This way visitors know whether or not it's an okay time to enter my classroom. So this one just says in progress. This way they know not to come in. And then the other side says break time, come on in. And these were free, and I'm gonna link them in the description box below for you as well. The next thing that I did were, and you probably saw this in one of my Target haul videos, were these folders. Now I'm gonna put a cute little cover here that lets them know that this is like a learning carpet. This is a big info sheet that kind of has all of our login information. It's in a kind of like a one-stop shop where they can find things, and a little message for me. Then I have an alphabet chart which matches our treasures series. I have like kind of like a portable word wall. And now I have this name practice here that they can do, and this is great. I'm also linking in the description box below, but it's awesome because it's available with directions in English and in Spanish, and it's free. And what kids are doing is first they're recognizing their name, so they're filling in the circles that has their name, and then down here they are tracing their name, which is awesome. Next, I put this, which is just like number identification recognition, where they will be able to practice writing their numbers from 1 to 30. And then the last thing that I have is the same idea, just with letters. All right, so now I'm gonna show you kind of my big project. It was definitely a labor of love. I was having a very hard time trying to figure out what exactly I wanted to send home that was meaningful and purposeful. I didn't want to be sending home you know, so many things that, you know, cause parents and families to be overwhelmed. So I wanted to make something that was like all in one, that didn't require me to go out and buy multiple, you know, pencil cases. And especially now when things are like running low, I didn't want to have to go from one store to another. So I kind of was like, all right, think about what you want to do. So I thought about making a math and literacy learning mat. Now, I used things that I already have that I've created, and things that I purchased from Teachers Pay Teachers or free online resources. So I thought of this, and this is just with the use of a file folder. I created this kind of cover page on PowerPoint, some clip art. I make sure that it was both in English and Spanish, just so parents understood what was going on. And I added a kind of color coding dot. Now the reason for this is because I also purchased these little tubs from Dollar Tree to put in any small manipulatives. So kids will be, you know, aware that this red color coding circle indicates that it goes together with this. So whenever we're using the mat, it'll mean that we're using this. I'm also supplying kids with 10 frame rods, so I'm going to also put this red little sticker on those Ziploc bags as well. So now what I have in here, simple. I kind of just wanted to keep it very simple. I included a number line, a number chart. This is used for kiddos to kind of practice comparing numbers, so that if they point to the number 1 and the number 10, they can see which one has more, which one has less. It's a good visual. I also included hands so that we can practice counting by tens, and shapes. Now on the bottom here, I included 2 10 frames and a number bond graphic. So using these counters, they're going to be able to create number bonds and also represent a number on the 10 frame. Now the great thing about these mats is that they are very dry erase friendly. So for example, if you have laminated anything using the hot laminator, you'll notice that when you try to erase something, it is very hard. You definitely need to put some muscle in there. However, these are the Lakeshore has like a cold laminator, and so does my school, and I've noticed that using those laminators, things erase much easier. So if I just do this, boop, these are from Target, but this is made out of felt. So if you have felt, or if you go to Michael's, you can buy like a felt sheet, cut it out into little pieces, and send that home with your kids instead of buying, you know, the little eraser sets or things like that. So then as you go up, it erases so easily. There was no muscle in this. So this is the math learning mat. Now I also created a literacy learning map, which looks like this. So what I did was I included a alphabet chart, a sight word wall, portable wall, and color words. I wanted to keep it very simple. I didn't want to, you know, overwhelm students and families. And what I also did was I added a writing sheet. Now this is one that I created on using PowerPoint. So it was great. You can use any writing sheet, and hopefully they'll be able to use what's up here to help them with their writing. Now I also thought this was pretty cool because if kids are, you know, doing this at home, they can kind of put it to them like this, and it kind of looks like a little laptop. So that it was a great like little office space that, you know, you can tell them that, hey, you know, take out your office space, we're gonna get started on writing. And now what I included in the back was this. So this is from Tara West, and it is a word building activity. It's a part of a bigger bundle. So I thought this would be great when I am teaching CVC words. There is a spot for each letter, and it also helps with writing and letter formation. It's great because it does have like those skylines where kids can figure, you know, with your direction of course, figure out how tall a letter is, how low, does it go, you know, beyond the grass, whatever the case may be. And I also created this little space here. It says place letters here, coloca las letras aquí. And what they're gonna be doing here is I have another cube, which is green. And as you can see, it matches this way that this goes together. And what I put inside of here are letter tiles. So what I did was I just cut them out. I haven't laminated them yet, but I am going to. And the idea of this is that when we are doing a word building activity, I can put some music on and they can take out their little tiles and put all the letters here that they have. And then we can begin to build together. Maybe through the share screen, I can show a picture of a dog and we can form that word together. What I'm also going to do is send another sheet with all of the letters home. This way parents can cut them out in the event that maybe some letters get lost. So I thought this was a quick and easy thing. I didn't have to go to 1,000 stores to figure out what to do, and I hope that this is something that maybe you can use in your classroom with your kinder students or, you know, primary grades as well. Alright guys, so that's it for this week's video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching up until the end. I really do hope that you're able to take away some ideas from this video, things that you can implement in your virtual classroom or hybrid, regardless of if you started school or not, or if you're just like me and starting in just a few days. So if you have any other ideas or if you're able to use these things in your classroom, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to know. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Let's get girly. With a hangover till 10 p.m. I'll say I'll never go again. No.